Where are we, Claire?
Today, Andrew, we're in Liverpool.
Whoa, we've decided to be city slickers and change things up a little bit. So most of the time you'll see that we go more rural and into the towns and coastal towns, but there's also a massive part of Britain that we've not actually ventured into, and here we are outside St Luke's Church.
Yes, the locals called it the bombed out church.
Why is that?
Because it was bombed in the Blitz.
Oh, and you can see as well that there's a statue there. So if you don't know, in 1914 the British forces and the German forces held a football match over the enemy lines.
Yeah.
And they had a ceasefire, and they decided just for one day that they were going to put the differences aside and kick a ball around.
Play a game of football.
Look at that, Claire. You would not think that just 20 minutes ago we were being absolutely rained on.
Drenched is the word I would use.
Yeah. And we found a new game, and it's called Dodge the Electric Scooter, because they're just scattered everywhere. New to the channel, e-scooters. So what do you know about this then, Claire?
So I know that it was built in 1811. So quite a long time ago now. It was damaged in the 1941 Blitz, and it was never repaired.
We hope to go in, but it is closed because there's the storm that's coming. It's the first storm of the season. Storm Ashley is on its way, but inside it's just empty.
Yeah, it's closed due to high winds. But you can rent this out for weddings, parties, the inside area. If you wanted to have discos and parties in there.
But there's no roof on it.
Doesn't matter. A summer's evening, that's what you can do here.
Right.
It's great, isn't it? It's a grade 2 listed.
There's no roof on it though. It's quite difficult to see inside of. But something should have been happening here today, should it not?
Yeah, so there was a market in here today.
Oh, and there's, you can see there, I mean, Liverpool is well known. There's a place for music. You know, Beatles, Jerry and the Pacemakers. You can see there that there's the influence for ABBA's #1 hit, Portaloo. Look at that. Beautiful statue.
Oh, gorgeous.
The dragon, it's like the Chinese dragon. Offset by some e-scooters. You have to be very careful vlogging in Liverpool. Quite difficult to get around. Something we're not going in, but I'd like to. A jazz cafe, Claire.
Love jazz.
And they have
Really
live
love
jazz on.
Oh yeah. Should we get rid of the dogs and go to the jazz cafe?
Sounds like a plan. Interestingly enough, Claire, I
Yeah.
do remember that cafe.
You do?
Yeah, the jazz cafe.
How come?
Because I saw it in one of my jazz mags. Liverpool's a very multicultural city. Apparently there's a really, really good Chinese quarter, but we can't find it. Oh, Claire, it smells divine. Can you smell like Chinese food? And you just pointed out, haven't you, that even the street names are in Chinese.
Oh, it smells delicious, yeah.
And look at that, you don't see that every day. Chinese Freemason UK.
Oh, I wonder what that means.
You might be wondering why we've got such a big structure here in Liverpool, why it's such a big deal. Well, it's because Liverpool has got one of the oldest Chinese communities in Europe. It was one of the first places to have it, and that's because of the docks. So Liverpool used to ship loads of stuff to Shanghai, and Shanghai would send stuff across here. So obviously you need people to be able to process all the stuff, and that's why we have this big Chinese community here in Liverpool.
So this arch is the biggest of its kind outside mainland China, and it was opened in 1982 by the Prince and Princess of Wales.
Loads and loads of Chinese restaurants here. This looks posh, doesn't it? Look at that.
That's beautiful.
That's an entrance.
The attention to detail is fantastic. Look at this, it's a dragon.
Look at that, Claire.
Beautiful building.
Magnificent building.
It's got no real sign on it apart from the number of steady exhibitions and workshops.
Exhibitions.
enjoy 30 minutes for free.
Well, I've already done 20 minutes tripping up over them. What do we think about these e-scooters? Are they a public service or a public inconvenience?
Nuisance.
Oof, we're getting controversial now. It's huge, Claire.
This is fantastic. So this is Liverpool Cathedral. Would you like to know a fact about it?
I do.
This is the largest cathedral in England. The largest is in Liverpool. Did you know that?
No. Does that mean it's bigger than like Westminster Abbey, or is that different?
That's an abbey.
Ah,
This is a cathedral.
trying to
We've
think.
seen York Minster. That isn't a cathedral. This is a cathedral.
Oh,
Now-
what's the difference?
I don't know.
Can somebody tell us what the difference is?
Yeah. So it's the largest in England. It's also the 5th largest in the world.
Wow.
This is the 5th largest in the world. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah. It's here in Liverpool. When was it built? Do you know?
Yes, I do know.
Welcome to Liverpool Cathedral.
Look,
No.
Oh yeah, Britain's largest cathedral. So sometimes we get a bit of stick, don't we? Because we've got a bit of a religious name for the channel.
St.
but
Christopher.
it's because it's the patron saint of travel. But not being funny, if you're going to give a stick for that, then you should at least give some stick for this. I mean, who's made him a saint? James Corden. You weren't funny when you were on telly. Correction there, it's St James's Garden, not St James Corden. Thought it were a bit of a stretch. Look at this, Claire. Tell you what, a bit spooky
I
down
was just about
here.
to say the same thing. It's a bit scary down here.
Spooky, isn't
Look
it?
at these. They're beautiful. Actually,
Yeah, it is beautiful, but it's still a bit spooky.
it's beautiful in a weird way.
And look at that, it just towers above. Oh, there's a tunnel. All these
Look
people.
at this.
1866. Tunnel there. Once you've got over the initial, not shock, but
Yeah.
it's a bit different, isn't it?
Shock.
It's quite a lovely, peaceful place.
It's quiet and peaceful, but there's a city outside of these gardens.
We're in the middle of a bustling city,
Yeah.
but you don't feel like you are.
Silent. We're the only ones in here. Did you know this was here?
I didn't. Did you? Huskisson Memorial. Wow. So William Huskisson was an MP, but that's not why he was famous. He was actually famous because he was the first person that was killed by steam passenger railway. He actually fell into the path of a steam locomotive and he got a leg injury and it actually killed him. All our cities, all our towns, all our places have got so much history if you just delve into it. This used to be a quarry and it got dug out and repurposed for this, but you can see these little ramps that go up, can you see? And they were for funeral processions.
Wow.
So over there is a spring. You can see somebody using it there. And it's the only spring in Liverpool. It's got medicinal properties apparently. And that's it. And it runs out of here into here. Being patrolled. I think when you get up to it, see just how big it is. It's humongous.
So it was started to be built in 1904 and completed in 1978.
So it's new then. So this church has got the heaviest bells, the highest Gothic arches, and also got the largest organ, and you can just hear it. Wow, look in here. It's huge. There's the architect. Now, I'd imagine if you're an architect, this would be a dream job.
Knock out this one, innit?
Knock out. And look, there's even a cafe. I've never actually seen a cafe like this inside the cathedral. Look at that. Please do not feed the seagull. There must just be one, and I think they've put this here to stop him from moving.
It comes with a piece of cake, doesn't it?
Just one. It's the very first time, I think, that we've had a latte in a cathedral. But we've got the carrot cake, and we're on a bit of a healthy thing.
So share it.
So we've got 2 forks. Looks a nice carrot cake.
Oh, look at this.
The question is it dry? And the answer is, it's terribly dry, Claire. Don't worry, I'll have this. It's not actually dry, it's beautiful.
Andrew, you've got the ice inside. I've got the sponge. Why do you get the ice in?
You've already had that. Well, listen, I'm not here to argue about a carrot cake in a cathedral. We never talked to share, Claire. I must say, the architecture is amazing. It's got a little bridge to cross. So you might wonder why we think it could be a bad day to visit Liverpool, because it looks glorious. But we are now on the Sunday from this week just gone, and there's weather warnings in place. Storm Ashley, and it's the first storm of the season. The winds are getting up, and we are thinking that we're going to get battered in Liverpool. So firstly, we hope that everybody and everybody's property is okay. We planned this actually before they gave the warnings out for the storm, so we're just going to see what happens. If you want to come and visit the cathedral, by the way, it's got a very, very extensive car park, which you can see here.
The regular viewers amongst you may have wondered where I had gone. As you know, I had been put on an improvement at work plan because I had become too big for my boots. At least that's what my wonderful employers Andy and Claire said, or as I like to call them, her and that. Unfortunately, my Love Island application was rejected on the grounds that I can't bathe unassisted. I thought that would be a selling point, but apparently not. So I've had to bite my lip and get my head down. I need the money.
So we're on Bold Street. Plenty of pubs and restaurants and bars.
Well, this one here, look, is a barber's and a bar. Give a pint of your haircut.
You could say it's a barber.
Bar. I've never seen that before, have you?
No. It's nice though. Nice to sit outside.
Yeah.
All good.
What's that there, look?
What?
Jeannie Mole, pioneer of socialism.
So you want him? Baron 84 looks like it's got some lovely comfy seats. I think it's fair to say if you want to come for something to eat, Bold Street is it.
Yeah.
It's got a great view of the old church there as well. Whoa. My heaven, Claire's hell.
Yeah, I'd hate that. I can't eat that.
Oh, the Lyceum Post Office. Look at that beautiful building.
Building. Oh, it's a bar. Look inside. Looks great.
So I'll just go and have a word with these. Not be long. Bye. Yeah, it's not for you in there, Claire. Hey, you're looking tired. Do you want to go back to the room?
cat cafe. They're quite fashionable now, aren't they?
Yeah, this cat cafe, it's a trend. There's one in York, I think we saw.
One in Sheffield.
And you can go and have something to drink and stroke cats, but
Yeah.
bring me out in terrible hives, that. There used to be a big thing, didn't there, about tripping up on paving stones and getting done by Surrey
No,
Council,
with
but
no fee, yeah.
obligatory stuff. McDonald's, Wildwood Kitchen. Oh. I think it's fair to say there's plenty of shopping and eating opportunities in Liverpool. This seems to be more the shopping end.
Yeah.
Very busy.
Oh, there's a statue here. Should we go and see who it is?
John Moores, Cecil Moores, the directors of the Little Woods organisation.
Little Woods catalogue. Is that what that
Oh, I
means?
used to love Little Woods. It was always exciting when catalogue came.
Did you used to look in the catalogue? Which pages did you look at?
Welcome to Bluecoat.
School.
This is the oldest building in the city centre. Bluecoat, and there's all blue doors everywhere. I'm finding this hard to believe that this is the oldest building in the city. What do you think? Hey Claire, watch that. What's that wolf doing looking at me? There's a wolf in the window.
See ya.
I think it's just some toilet roll. Look at this. Welcome to the Bluecoat, a home for art, artists and you. Good dogs are welcome. Before we go in, look at me. Are you going to be good dogs? You're going to be good dogs. Mystery books.
Wow.
It's got that smell, that library smell. I love it. Hey, Liverpool history. I could spend a long time in here.
All day.
Could you?
All day.
Should we whisper like a library? This has just caught my eye, Claire.
Yeah.
I love Tim Burton. Good films. But it is dog friendly. Ooh.
Hello. I'm holding them tight.
This is when he's serious about buying.
Yeah, that's
Have
why.
a couple of wines, feel a bit arty. So Bob Dylan, these are Bob Dylan's. There's
Actually, they're really nice.
yeah, just goes to show, I don't think they're just talented people. Like Bob Dylan, got Billy Connolly, there's some Johnny Depp round there.
Yeah.
Also, Ronnie Wood, Rolling Stones, amazing artist.
Really?
Yeah. And of course, my old friend, Jim Moyer. Signed as well. Worth it just for that. What's your favourite Bob Dylan song?
I don't know any, but I'm sure I like it.
Andy was hoping that Claire would ask him what his favourite Bob Dylan track was. But Claire clearly isn't interested in what he likes.
My
Yeah.
favourite Bob Dylan song, Fourth Time Round. I think I've found the saddest vehicle I've ever met in my entire life. Poor thing. Even seat's gone. Pretty awesome, that.
It is, isn't it?
There's the playhouse.
A silly question. I'm not really sure what happens in there, up there. Do you know?
No, I don't know anything about it. But I know a woman that will.
The radio tower in Liverpool, commonly known as St John's Beacon or Radio City Tower, is a well-known landmark in the city. It stands at 138 metres and serves both as a radio transmission site and an observation tower.
I have to get rid of her. She's getting too big for her boots. She's outshining us, isn't she?
Really?
It's all right for her. She sits at home and Googles stuff. We have to do it out in field.
Liverpool FC shop there, look. For all the fans.
Yeah.
Over here, look.
I wonder how much conversation is had between them and this guy.
I bet he makes a lot of money off the back of that shop, to be honest.
Hey, look at that, Claire. I recognise that person. Do you?
Do you recognise his tickling stick?
What?
It's his tickling stick.
No, it's Janet from Costa. Lime Street Station. The main station.
There he is, look.
Ah,
with his tickling stick. I don't know who she is.
Well, chance meeting of Ken Dodd and Bessie Braddock, Labour MP.
So, unveiled by Ken in 2009.
Plenty of places, isn't there,
Yep.
that you can go to. Yeah. I tell you what, it's very edgy around the station,
Yeah, it is, yeah.
isn't it? Quite interesting though. One thing I would say, it's quite clean really,
Yeah, very.
isn't it?
What were the toilets like?
The
Fine.
toilets were good for a station really. Whoa. Is this storm coming in? Whoa, Claire, it's getting windy, isn't it?
Yeah.
William Earl, who was born in Liverpool, and he was killed in the Battle of Kirbikan in Sudan in 1885. What a beauty. Prince Albert, consort, born 1819, died 1861.
This is St George's Hall. It was built in 1838. Well, it started work at 1838 now. Back in the day, there was a competition to
Yeah.
build this or to design it. And it was won by a guy called Harvey Elms. He was 25 years old.
What, he designed it at 25?
He did. And there was a prize. Whoever won the competition won £300.
Wow.
And Harvey won it. Now, he died halfway through the build of it, which is very sad. But it was always designed for concerts and things like that. And look how beautiful it is.
Yeah. Did he win 2 competitions?
Yes, there was 2 competitions to design the building, and he won them both at 25 years old. Pretty good, isn't it?
How come there were 2 competitions?
I don't know.
Look at these lampposts. These are elaborate. Let's have a look. Who's the Earl of Beaconsfield?
It looks very important. Can I tell you another fact, Andrew?
Yeah, go for it.
Inside here, there's courtroom, or there was a courtroom, and in the olden days, there's a lady called Florence Maybrick, and she was accused and found guilty of murdering her husband, James Maybrick. It transpired 10 or so years later, she also knew Jack the Ripper. It's closed on Sundays, everybody, so don't bother coming on a Sunday. You can't go in today.
Who's this joker?
This is Victoria, Queen Victoria.
Queen Victoria?
Yep.
Well, do you know, I've just learnt a new fact. I never knew that a horse were called Ian.
You learn something every day.
Ian Ward. Ian, why did you climb up that to put your name on it? Really?
Ian.
The Empire Theatre. That looks posh. I love a day at the theatre, actually.
Yeah.
Just an evening. I don't even
me
need a
too.
day.
Yeah.
But hey, guess what, everybody? How wintry does it look? This storm's getting rid of all of the leaves. So they do a bottomless brunch here. £29.95 per person. There's also a festive knees up. Where are we?
I don't think this is the bottom, is it?
Oh, we're in the ground.
Now you may be sat there thinking, what the has happened to the motorhome? Well, you'll have to watch the next video when it comes out in a few days to find out.
Storm Ashley is coming.
It is, yeah.
It's going to peak a bit later on tonight, isn't it?
With wind gusts reaching up to 80 miles per hour, the storm would bring heavy rain, widespread flooding, and power outages, particularly affecting northern Scotland and Ireland. Travel disruptions, including flight delays and ferry cancellations, were reported. Emergency warnings were issued as thousands faced power cuts. Storm Ashley was the first storm of the 2024-25 season in the UK.
Wow, we're down at the business end here.
So
We
it's
got-
Liverpool docks.
So did you know that the old dock between 2001 and 2006, archaeologists dug it all up?
No, did they?
Yeah. So we've come for some extreme vlogging now. The storm's just peaking. We thought it were a good idea this morning. It's not such a good idea now. Look at that for a mash-up, Claire. Old buildings, new buildings. And look down here. There's all food things going off, food stalls. Hey, look at that, Claire. I think it's good, that. They should do that for all pubs. The way you put the bar staff on outside so you know who you're talking to. So that's the Pier Master's house. It's a museum and you can go inside that now. Billy Fury. Welcome back. We've got a great segment coming up on Cooking with Gino. Is that the most English shop you've ever seen? With a reindeer in it. And by all things Liverpool there. That's the Beatles in jelly beans.
Crikey. How many jelly beans?
I don't know.
15,000.
15,000?
Yeah.
They're all flavoured. I like jelly beans, but I'll tell you one thing.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like to try a Ringo. Where are we, Claire?
We're in a restaurant, a tapas restaurant that we love on the Albert Dock called Lunita.
Lunulita.
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 We've been here before, a couple of years ago.
Do you know what? It's my favourite restaurant in the whole world.
In the whole world?
The whole world. But you got all sorts of tapas, you see.
We love tapas a lot.
And it's the tastiest tapas in the entire world. It's actually a chain, this, but I think it's a family that own it.
It's only small.
It's a small chain.
Yeah.
So
Okay, so what kind of tapas are you fancying? We had like a honey cheese last time and we thoroughly enjoyed it, didn't we?
we've ordered and we've gone for a world of things, so we've got no idea what they are or how they're pronounced. Claire's got a ding 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 Sprite.
It's lovely and refreshing.
And I've got a Diet Coke. Because despite being a Spanish tapas restaurant, they don't serve the traditional Spanish beer of Madrid. We're actually having a little rest, aren't we?
Yeah.
We haven't had a drink now for
A couple of weeks.
14 days. Feel any better?
No, feel the same.
So this is the best tasting cheese in the entire world.
I don't remember it looking like that, do you?
Can't remember. It's fried cheese with orange
Honey.
honey.
We made it at home afterwards, didn't we?
Not like this. And then we've got some dirty Sanchez.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, dirty
Fries. Bravas.
not dirty Sanchez. We've got some chicken with some garlic sauce. Some lovely prawns. You're not keen on prawns,
No.
but you might try it.
Yep.
This is the bean stew, yeah. And then we've got this, which is like some steak on something else.
It's lovely. Well, it looks lovely.
Looks great, doesn't it?
I like the mushy pea things.
Yeah.
They're gorgeous.
Now, like Albert Dock, this is always the same when there's a bit of wind here, because you can see the wind touching
look
down,
at it.
and then it moves.
There's people in that
Mesmerising.
boat. I bet that's very wobbly in there.
The furniture's blowing around. So we are now going to move over to our next destination.
Yes, the Liver building.
We're running out of daylight hours now for our vlogs as the nights are drawing in. It's only 2:30 in the afternoon. It's not really.
Big man giving out orders. Turns to us, says, listen up.
Tell you what, Claire,
Yeah.
should have brought that head torch I have at Motorhome so I don't trip up over these.
They must cause problems.
They cause me problems today. I've got a right bruise on my shin. Reminds me of that Scorpions song.
Wind of change.
No, Rock You Like a Hurricane. So that's to commemorate the people that worked on the tunnel but actually died constructing it. Is that a liver bird?
It's a cormorant.
A cormorant?
Technically, it's a cormorant bird.
A cormorant.
Yes.
Cormorant.
Cormorant.
Okay.
There's two cormorants. This is the Liver building here.
Yeah.
Okay, the tallest point there is 322 feet tall,
Yeah.
and there's two birds on the top.
Yeah.
One's called Bella,
Yeah.
and one's called Bertie.
Right.
Now this must be Bertie, because Bertie's the boy, and he's looking at the pubs inland.
To the pubs.
Yeah. And then Bella, we'll look at Bella in a minute, and she's looking out to sea. She's looking for handsome sailors.
Oh, wow.
What do you think? That's the legend, the local legend
I love that.
of the two birds. It was constructed in 1911,
Yeah.
and it's a Grade 1 listed building.
So that must be
That's Bella. She's looking
Bella.
out to sea.
looking out to sea.
And this is Bertie looking for the pub to see if it's still open. That's the legend of the birds. The building opposite is called the Cunard Building.
Well, like the cruise ships.
I think that must be linked to ships. I don't know anything about that, sorry. But it's lovely, isn't it?
Oh, it is. You're still hanging on. You're still there, aren't you?
Yeah.
Don't blow away. Don't blow away. I don't think I've ever seen a church as purple in all my life. Hey, Claire.
Yes?
Have you ever wondered what a 24-year-old $400 million cruise ship looks like?
No.
Well, I have. It looks like this. This is a Fred Olsen Ballet. It's just been on a cruise. Went all the way to Italy.
Yeah.
Then it went down to Split, Dubrovnik, Kotor in Montenegro, Tunisia, Lisbon, a few other places, Spain, I think, and now it's back. Can you see that ferry over there?
No.
You can. You see that ferry? Look, that ferry there across the Mersey. England Coast Path.
We've walked on some of that, haven't we?
We have, but not near here. Anyway, this storm, it's not that bad here. But we've just been talking to a couple,
Yeah.
and they said that they're going on the bullet, but they should have set off at 6 o'clock, but they're not going while 4 in the morning due to the storm. Who's this then, Claire?
That's Edward the Seventh.
Hey, Claire.
Yeah?
I'm going to hide, and I bet you can't see me.
Okay.
I better blend it in then, didn't I? Woo. That talent there. Look at that.
Yeah.
I love to take that. Look at Terry there. He don't know whether to get up or have a lay down. Whereas she's still making her mind up.
Oh, we're gonna die here. You gotta get out when you can. So you better say goodbye, dear. Come on, get in the van. Take a drive out to the country.
So it's the following morning. We are making our way to probably the most touristy bit of Liverpool, in my opinion, but one of the best bits, where the Beatles used to play. Get some rock t-shirts if you like, all the classics, Pink Floyd, Spice Girls. I think this might be where we need to be.
Yeah. It's famous, this quarter, isn't it?
It's very
Do you know
famous.
why it's famous, Andrew?
I do actually.
Tell me.
Well, it's the Cavern Club, it's where the Beatles used to play.
It is.
But not just the Beatles. There's lots and lots and lots of people played here. So it's pretty cool that you can come and stay here.
And who's your
Those-
mate?
Well, this is Justin Bieber.
Hi, Justin.
You got John Lennon there, haven't you? And you can see it in the bricks. I'm sure you guys have all been, but it's still fascinating. All the bricks of the people that have ever played. The Searchers, The Who, Wilson Pickett, Jake Buck, new one.
Oh,
And then-
Gilbert O'Sullivan.
What does he sing?
He sings Matrimony.
Peter Green. Do you know who Peter Green is?
No.
Who was the guitarist in Fleetwood Mac. And actually, Peter Green, he got a guitar, and Gary Moore ended up with that guitar. And they went up for sale, and now Kirk Hammett from Metallica bought it, but it was originally up for sale for $3 million.
A guitar?
Yeah, but
Right,
Kirk
okay.
Hammett didn't play that. It's the way that it's wired up makes it sound different. I know you're not interested, but there you go.
Darling, that's really good. Look, Thin Lizzy, I've heard of them.
Thin Lizzy, Benny King,
Elkie Brooks.
Elkie Brooks, loads. This is like a big one here. Now you got Queen.
Yeah, so they were here, weren't they?
One of the best singers I've ever seen live, Paul Rodgers.
Really?
Rosie Murphy has put her on there. Oh dear. Here we go. Now I don't think
This
that
is not it, no.
that's not the original site,
No.
is it? I think the original site. Yeah, but I think the original site's here. It's one of these buildings. It's not this.
Really?
Yeah. They got rebuilt using the same bricks in the same dimensions. What's your favourite Beatles song?
Hard Day's Night.
Is it?
Love it. I also like one, but it's not strictly Beatles, it's called Jet.
Jet?
Yeah, do you like that song?
No.
Paul McCartney and Wings. It's like cheating.
It's not. That's why I don't know it was a Beatles song.
Yeah, so they played here 274 times. That's a lot of times.
Well, my favourite Beatles song
Yeah,
is I like Get Back.
that's very good.
And my
yeah.
favourite Beatles album, Sgt. Pepper's. I just love that. Look at this, historic Liverpool. There you go. Live music, you got all live music and everything else down here. They do seem to spray the
Yeah,
streets
clean
down.
it all
actually.
down, yeah. There she is.
Oh, we got, yeah. Scylla. Scylla's a bit taller than what I thought.
It's taller than you.
She is, and she's also taller than Mick Jagger. Now, we can kind of work out how big Mick Jagger is here, because Mick comes up to here. I always thought Mick Jagger were tiny, but maybe not. Let me recreate the Mick Jagger photo shoot. Oh, I like.
Cilla Black works in the Cabin Club. She worked as a cloakroom attendant.
Did she really?
Yeah,
I wonder if that helped her on her way to fame and fortune.
maybe it did. So who's Stuart?
Well, Stuart was one of the original members, wasn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah, and Pete. So you've got the main four, then Pete and Stuart. No, they are. I can't
thanks.
quite.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, listen, I can't quite remember the names.
Pete and Stuart, I do. It's Pete and Stuart.
Who doesn't like the Beatles? Probably Rolling Stones because they outsold them, but
Who's that dude?
that's Carl Jung,
What's he doing here?
psychiatrist.
What's he doing here?
Just said something about it, didn't he? So now we're going to go and find some breakfast. Look like a lonely person sat on their own, so we'll come to have a look and see who it is. And guess who it is?
Oh,
It's Eleanor Rigby. We are in a place called Call,
looks nice.
and they do some awesome looking breakfasts. So that concludes our Liverpool tour. Always have a good time in Liverpool. Thank you to everybody. The people are always friendly,
Fabulous.
and accommodating. If you fancy a really, really good breakfast, then we can't recommend Core enough. Fantastic, wasn't it?
Yeah, and look at the street there. It is Tarleton Street.
Tarleton Street. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. It means so much to us, and it really helps us to get the video out to other people.
Yes.
And we'll see you next time.
Plus, we have Facebook and Instagram. Please check it out.
Don't forget that. Bye.
The world